Welcome to Film, where we break down films in a way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place. To my left, we got my homeboy, ZDB, aka Aya.
That is not my name.
Isaiah and Ramia. What is
There
wrong
we go.
with you?
No, it's okay.
I said, what is wrong with Mia? What? It's been a tiring day. It's been an interesting day.
Because we have so much to talk about.
Really,
so much to talk
My
about.
brain's thinking about that real quick. My bad. But anyways, how you doing, Zay?
Good.
How you doing?
Good. Spring break, did nothing. It's been so nice. I literally just worked, played a lot of video games, watched a bit of shows. It's been really nice. I needed this. I'm playing a lot of video games right now, so I'm all over the place.
What video games and shows are you playing or watching?
Video games, new Assassin's Creed. Took a little bit to click. Pretty good. I'm okay. I'm pretty middling on it. Playing Death Stranding before the second one comes out. Never played it before. It's awesome.
Everyone loves that game.
No, everyone hates that game.
Well,
Actually,
I heard
it's
a lot
a
of
massive.
people love it.
It's like an art thing. It's like you know how there's like those movies that are more like, oh look how this is. It's more just like art than it is like an actual like great movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say Death Stranding is. It's not a great video game, but it's so awesome. The world is so cool, but it's a walking simulator. So you just get your packages because you're you're essentially an Amazon employee. You're a porter. That's what they call them. So like you take a package and you walk all the way across the United States. So your goal is to connect the entire United States to like this link and save your sister. It's a pretty good game. I love it a lot, but I understand why people don't like it. And then shows. What am I watching? I'm rewatching Superstore. I love Superstore so much. Superstore, I'm doing a thing. I'm gonna rewatch a bunch of old sitcoms that I've like seen before, and I'm gonna rank them, and then I'm gonna start adding new sitcoms to it once I like catch up on all the sitcoms that I've seen.
Okay.
And then big thing. I finally finished season 1 of Vinland Saga, which we talked about a little bit off camera, but we didn't talk about what I thought about it, and it was the worst thing I've ever. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, whoa! No. I'm about to crash out.
No.
What?
I can say with certainty, Vinland Saga season 1, the final episode, is one of the best final episodes of any anime I've ever seen, and maybe even one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen. It's so good. Like. We're going to get into spoilers. Let's get into spoilers really fast. Vinland Saga, Season 1, spoilers, finale.
Spoiler alert.
When Askeladd kills the king, not ready for it. I knew it was going to happen. Like, it's obvious. It's like, you know this is going to end with them killing the king. But when he's, like, having that conversation, he's like, oh, your mom, she's just a slave. That's all. It's the only good thing that comes from your country. And he just gets mad.
Oh, man.
And he's just like, hey, you know what? Like... And he like cuts off his head. I was like
shook, bro.
Dude, and then when Thorfinn sees it and he like freaks out at the prince for killing Askeladd, I was like, oh dude, like this is so peak. This is so peak. I love it so much. I think Askeladd's one of my favorite anime characters. I think I'll put him in the top 3, maybe even 2. He could be 1. I love him so much. And that like him dying hit way harder than I ever expected it would, because you start hating him. Like I hate him.
Yeah.
Like by like episode 4 when he kills Thors, I hated him. And then as the show goes on, I'm like, wait, this guy's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like he's just, I don't know, he has an aura to him that I just couldn't get over. And by the end of the show, when he dies, I was like, damn, dude, like.
It actually hit you.
Yeah, dude. I was like with Thorfinn's like, no, we're supposed to fight. Like he's like trying to get him up, and it's so obvious that like he probably will never be able to forgive Askeladd for killing his dad.
Yeah.
But Askeladd really did become a father for him.
Yeah.
Like he raised him. He basically raised him.
He really did.
So I don't know. That's such a weird relationship that worked so well in that show that like. Sounds so unbelievable, but the show makes it believable. Like, how could this guy hate someone so much but still look up to him at the same time? And that's exactly how Thorfinn felt, because when he's sitting there and he's dying, he's like, sure, he's saying, oh, I was supposed to be the one to do it, but Askeladd tells him, all right, here, do it, and he can't do it. He like is like, no, like this isn't how it's supposed to be. It was peak. I loved it so much. I'm not gonna start season 2 though, because I'm gonna start Arcane. So we'll keep up within the week. I'll let you know how far I am. I doubt that
Getting
far.
in the peak.
I won't get that far. If I were to make an estimation on how far I'm gonna get from today, Saturday, April 5th, to next Saturday, April whatever, I'm gonna say I'm gonna watch like 3-4 episodes. I just know how I am. Like, I'm so slow. So we'll see. But I'm pretty excited. What about you, Phil? How you doing?
Oh man. Well, first off, before we switch it up, Villain Saga. When you watching it and you trying to get into Thorfinn, like you trying to see him get his get back for homeboy killing Taurus, like I was wondering why the heck isn't he going after him? And then so every episode when he's not going after him, I'm like, he low-key cares about him. He low-key actually likes him. That's why, because if you think about it, if he was sleeping, doing this, doing that, he would have snuck in and killed him. He just trying to, like, I guess for honor, yeah, he's trying to like get that one-on-one in front of everybody and show him their leader weak, but nah, he really cares about him. Like through that show.
I think it's a mix of like both, where it's like I think part of him never really wanted. I imagine part of him never really wanted to win, but like it is the honor thing. It's like his dad, Thor's was like, oh, we have to duel.
Yeah,
like, that was a thing. So like Thorfinn was raised around this idea that he has to duel him. And that's when Askeladd at the end gives him the reveal that like, no, if you want to really kill someone that you hate, this is how you do it. And like when dude, his backstory too, that's another fantastic episode of that show.
Oh yeah.
When he explains how he got like all cushy with his dad after his dad like almost killed his mom. And he was like, yeah, like I got respect for my brothers. My dad loved me and I made sure he loved me just enough to make sure I get everything that he has. So that when the moment strikes,
I remember that.
Kills him. He kills him, and then he frames his brother, and then his brother gets hanged. And it's like, dude, who is this guy? He's so dope.
He's crazy.
No, he's awesome.
He crazy.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it a lot. What about you? Watching anything though?
But my bad. I have been more on the anime side this week a little bit. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter because one of my friends, shout out Wes, he's been trying to get me to watch it for the longest time. I was watching it. I got an episode. I think I'm on episode 40 now.
Nice.
Just finished the secret hunter exam that he had. Now he's going into the world, and now he can travel everywhere to fight people, I guess, or to hunt people down. But I'm there with Hunter x Hunter. I'm kind of iffy with it. I'm not too sold into it right now.
I've heard that show's like an acquired taste, and it hits for some. I think it's like One Piece. Like it like hits for others, and like for other people, it's just like, no, I don't care about this at all.
Yeah, and just to let y'all know, I'm not a professional or an expert when it comes to anime. I'm still very new to it. So I mean, I'm never gonna like say I know what the heck I'm watching and it's garbage. I'm just telling y'all how I feel about it right now as a newly watching anime type person. Next up. Finished Solo Leveling.
Nice.
Season 2. And my man, oh man. If
Those
you guys,
spoilers.
I'm not saying nothing because he's still trying to get to the peak that I just
I'm watching
watched.
dub. I'm watching dub.
By all means. But man, oh man, bruh. That, I didn't think it was going to get crazier than season 1. Like I thought it was going to keep on that same little plane. Because season 1 Solo Leveling was like this to me. It was going up. And then I thought it was going to be like, okay, now we're going to stay here. And that's good for me. But it went up even more, and I didn't even expect it. Like, bruh, I think, isn't it Jin Woo? Is that his name?
Sun Jin Woo.
Sun Jin Woo. Bro, he is so OP. It's unbelievable.
Can we talk about really fast how people were like, on Crunchyroll, they have a like system for reviewing their shows, for like individual episodes. And people were like downvoting one of the episodes, spoilers for Solo Leveling really fast, because he cries in it. Do you know what episode I'm talking about? It's the episode when he finally gets the elixir of... And people were like...
They really?
Well, yeah.
He cried?
My alpha male should never be crying. He's a man. He should never cry. That was like that's not my take. That's not my opinion. I actually almost started crying when that happened.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is rough.
But that was a powerful episode. What are we talking about?
It's such a great episode. No, it's a really good episode. But no, he cries in it, so he's a loser.
How dare people, bro? How dare y'all?
Dude, anime's been really good lately. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Chainsaw Man movie comes out in October. Demon Slayer comes out sometime. It's like the finale stuff. I'm thinking about catching up. I like fell off Demon Slayer really hard, but I'm like, I don't know, a movie sounds fun. Like that sounds like a good time. So I might catch up.
Demon Slayer, bro.
What season did you get to?
I think I got up to 3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I stopped watching after the Entertainment District, which was like technically like before season 3.
That's my laptop. It's all good.
But the new My Hero show just dropped, Vigilantes. I'm waiting for the dubs so me and my little brother can watch it. What else? Fire Force came back.
Oh, thank God.
Fire Force. Yeah,
Thank God.
did you
I
watch
love
first
Fire
episode
Force.
yet?
Not
I
the
watched
first
it.
episode.
It's pretty
season
good. It's pretty good. I liked it. A lot of setup. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on anime wise. But there's also a lot of movie news. So let's keep the ball rolling. So I don't ramble on for too long.
I just want to mention these last things I've been watching. Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
First, I was trying to watch the first episode. Got into the first 3 last night because I couldn't put my phone down, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is actually pretty good." And yeah, Netflix is cooking. Like in my opinion, I've never played the games. I don't know how it is, but hey,
you're gonna get killed in the Devil May Cry fandom.
Probably, but hey, I'm just giving y'all my honest takes. I like it. Without playing the video games, I like it. And then last but not least, Adolescence. Finally got to episode 3. I haven't watched it yet, but Adolescence, the Netflix show on there, it's all one take, like one shot. One shot. It seems like it, but it's so good, bro.
My mom watched it, and it messed her up.
Oh yeah.
She won't watch. Like she genuinely. I told her, I'm like, Mom, you gotta stop watching stuff like that, and she's like, no, but I like it. And I'm like, but Mom, look, like we're having a conversation, and she's just like so like. Like I'm like, dang. I mean, my mom spoiled it for me, so I know what happens. So I won't spoil it for you. So basically, everyone dies. But
I feel like that might happen,
dude. No. The show's awesome, but like genuinely seeing it, how I feel like us, it's like we watch movies like this, and it's fairly normal. Things like that, like twists and turns. I'm like, what? No. Seeing my mom's reaction to Adolescence, I'm like, damn, dude. Like shows like this, like. I don't know if stuff like this should be made. Like it's messing people up. But also, I hear the show's good. I don't actually mean that. I don't mean that in the same way I mean that for like 13 Reasons Why, where I actually don't think that show should exist. But like
that show's terrible.
Yeah, dude, crazy. Anyways, glad you're liking it. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to finish it.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into some movie news.
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest things that hit. We just lost Val Kilmer. And I just want to say rest in peace. Very good actor. He's notably in Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, and he was also played Batman in Batman Forever.
Yeah. Some of his other stuff too, like The Doors, Willow.
That too.
I have his IMDb page because I'm not too familiar with him. I think I've only seen him in Top Gun Maverick, actually. So rest in peace. How old was he?
He was
65. Yeah. Rough, dude. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Moving on to probably the most anticipated movie of the year. A movie I haven't seen yet, but I'm watching tonight. A movie that I have been waiting for since I was in the 5th grade. This is a Minecraft movie review, spoiler free, hosted by me and your reviewer, Philly Phil.
From the Ville.
Phil, what did you think of a Minecraft movie, and does Herobrine show up? Don't tell me that or I'll kill you.
I'm not going to say anything because
don't spoil
I don't know who that is. Before I go into it, guys, I want to say, well, first off, spoiler alerts, but also I have only played the game a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. And I'm not a Minecraft fan, if you would say.
What do you mean?
I just want to put that out there because I know there's going to be a lot of video game people, just in case. If you guys do watch this, I appreciate it, but they're probably going to be like, oh, you haven't played the game, so what do you know? But I think you guys are going to find my take pretty interesting. So my Minecraft rating, I'm leaning in the 5 and 6 area because I love the crowd reactions that were in there. Like, I love the energy, but as a movie, I didn't like it.
What?
I didn't like it. As a video game adaptation, I thought it was really cool.
You're telling me it's not a 10 out of 10 movie film?
Oh, definitely not. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10.
I don't think you watched the movie right. I think you should watch it again.
Did you watch the movie, Zay?
No. I don't need to watch it to know it's a 10 out of 10.
But anyways, I am going to give it a 5 out of 10.
All right.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I thought that the world of Minecraft was incredible. I was like, okay, for what you did, it was still really cool. They had a lot of game references, like a lot.
Okay, let me tell you what is in the trailer so you don't spoil anything for me.
Got you.
Okay. The only places they show are the Nether and the Overworld. They go to the end, don't tell me. Okay. That's it. That's all they showed.
Okay. Well, pretty much, I think that's all we're in the world. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know too much about Minecraft. But bro, the fandom for Minecraft is real. Like it's real. I underestimated it. Like I was thinking, I bought my ticket on stinking Monday or Tuesday because I was like, I might as well just get it now and plan. And I'm thinking, if anybody else wants to come, they can get the ticket easy. My friend on Friday was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm gonna go see the Minecraft movie. He's like, oh, cool. Can I come? I'm like, sure. I thought he bought his ticket. We get to the theater. I'm seeing all these cars and stuff, and usually like there wasn't a lot because Minecraft was the only movie like that was hot coming out. I was like, what the heck? This can't be off of Minecraft. I'm watching all these people come out the stinking cars. They're wearing like a Steve outfit. I was like, I looked at my friend. I'm like, Mark, did you buy your ticket? He's like, no. And I went, oh shoot. We go inside. I'm looking. I'm like, maybe our theater isn't full. Bro, we couldn't even sit next to each other. Dude, we couldn't. Everybody was in there. Everybody and their moms was in there, bro. You should have seen how many high school kids, how many little kids, everyone was there.
Dude, Minecraft is the most sold video game of all time.
I don't know that much about video games, bro.
Dude, but Minecraft, it's Minecraft.
I know. I just when I went to go see Sonic 3, I was like, okay, it's pretty full, but it's not full. Like I could take my group of friends and we could go, but like Minecraft, the whole theater, that energy was nuts. Like at first, I thought, I did get annoyed from some people because like they were talking like with a like outside voice. And I know I'm going to sound like an old
Probably
head.
A bunch of kids, right? They're like chicken jockey. They're just like, yeah.
That scene when it came up, I was not prepared.
Did everyone start clapping?
Bro,
like, yeah!
Everyone stood up and started jumping up and cheering. And I'm just sitting there with my popcorn and I'm laughing just a little bit. I'm just like, this is pretty fun. But right when the thing lowered down, and the zombie little kid landed on it, everyone got up and went nuts. I was like, wait, I was just looking around. I looked at my friend across the theater and he was jumping up too. But I was like, what, why, it's that crazy? Like I thought it was funny, but I was like, oh, it's that crazy. So then the rest of the movie, these kids right next to me, and honestly, shout out to you guys. You probably aren't gonna know who I was because I kind of like to like chill in my own like vibe when I'm in the theater. But shout out to them because they were making it pretty entertaining. Everything, they were just talking about every second of the movie, and they were just loving every aspect. Like the materials he was using, the weapons that were being brought up, the characters that were being shown. Because there was a lot of, I guess, Easter eggs that were shown that I didn't know about, but like throughout the whole movie. If you're a Minecraft video game fan, you're probably gonna love it. Like you probably are. That energy in the theater, even at the end, like everybody was going nuts.
Post-credit scene, right?
Yeah.
Was the theater going nuts for the post-credit scene?
Yes.
Yes, dude.
They
I'm
went
so
nuts.
ready. Oh my god.
I was just sitting there and I'm just like, okay, so what's the significance of this? And like right when that scene came up, everybody went nuts and I just went, I talked to my friend after it and he was hype and I was like, okay, this is a big deal.
Dude, you're making me so excited right now. This is going to be a 10 out of 10.
I think you'll like it as a video game fan. As a movie fan, I'm going to say this too. For movie fans that are going in, like, don't know, just
you
like
A24 me, buffs.
Yeah.
You're about to have the greatest time of your life.
No, but like, don't look at it as a movie that is an Oscar-nominated film. Look at this as an entertaining
kids movie,
because that's what it's marketed towards. Like, I still had fun. Like, it's a 5 out of 10 because some of the dialogue and some of the acting was god awful, and the plot outside of Minecraft was freaking stupid. But
Jennifer Coolidge dating a villager isn't funny. That's hilarious.
That was the most. Everybody went. That was the only time the theater actually got quiet when those scenes came up. Everybody was just sitting there. Like even the kids next to me were just like. But then right when it got back to Minecraft World, they went from this to.
That's how I know they're not about it. That's how I know they're not Minecraft fans. Because you're telling me a villager dating a real person isn't hilarious.
I mean, they laughed, but there were sometimes they were just like, "Come on!"
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is for the movie. Does Jack Black actually, is he just exposition? Like, is he always just like, because in the trailers, every Minecraft trailer, it's like, this is a crafting table, or this is an ender pearl. He just explains everything like that could be possibly explained. He explains. It's like Jack Black is basically if I were to show someone Minecraft for the first time and I'm just explaining them each thing and what it does. Does he actually do that the whole movie? Oh my gosh, this is going to be the best movie on planet Earth.
That's why people were freaking out so much in the theater.
Oh my god.
But like I still think that the way people are coming off it, I think it's going to be 50-50, but either way, Minecraft is going to make a bunch of money.
Oh, dude,
I think
they
it's
made
gonna be a
150 mil yesterday.
I think it's going to be a 700, 800 mil.
I'm going to Bill. I think it might make $1 billion.
There's a chance.
Because I think the only difference between this and Mario is Mario maybe is easily more rewatchable. Like it's a better movie objectively.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, hot take here, you could argue Minecraft is bigger than Mario. You could argue it. You could argue that Minecraft has made significantly more money than Mario has. Or that's not true actually, because if you combine everything. But like, I feel like Minecraft is a staple where if like I asked my little brother like, yo, like what do you have like more nostalgia for? He'd 100% say Minecraft. I think most little kids now would say more kids probably have more hours on Minecraft than they do on Mario. Sure.
That's something I was thinking about because I feel like Minecraft is just a little bit more like, not simplistic because I mean it's not easy to build stuff, but like it's easier for kids to understand, I think. But I just want to point out there again, I don't know too much about video games. Like this review is fully just on my experience with it. Isaiah's probably gonna know way more because he knows that world.
So that's why we're getting spoilers next week when we'll talk about the spoiler. Minecraft coverage is gonna be. We're gonna talk about Minecraft movie probably for the rest of the year. If we're being honest, it's gonna be the best movie on planet Earth. So
yeah. So I just want to conclude it right here.
Yeah.
I just now heard what you said. How dare you? I'm just playing. I just want to end it off with saying yes, it is a 5 out of 10 movie for me, but it is not marketed towards me. It's marketed towards the gamers, the people who love Minecraft, and I respect that, which is why I'm going to encourage you guys to go watch the movie. I'm going to say that.
A cool thing I saw was they do have an Easter egg for this YouTuber. His name is Technoblade. He passed away a couple years ago because of cancer. He was only like 20-something. He's a really young dude, and he passed away. It was like a pig with a crown on it. It like walks across the screen.
Oh, that's why people are freaking out. Okay.
Yeah. It was just really nice to see. That made me feel pretty happy. I was never a big Technoblade guy. That's like after my gen. I didn't really watch all these newer Minecraft YouTubers, but I just thought that was cool. Like that was like a nice little thing. Anyways,
I respect that then. But yeah, go watch the Minecraft movie. Just have some fun.
I have an awesome transition for the next thing. All right. So Minecraft, right? You have the Nether, which some would say is hell. You know, it's another place. You know what's in hell? Demons. And you know the place in New York, Hell's Kitchen? There's a demon that lives there. Not just any demon.
What's his name?
A devil. The devil of Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil. We're talking about episode 4 through 6. Daredevil. I forgot to watch episode 7 because I didn't realize it came out. So episode 4 through 6. Phil, what did you think about episode 4 through 6?
Bro.
For the record, we have 20 minutes before we have to do our cut.
Bro, episodes 4 through 6, I mean, yeah, I watched 7, but they're building something, and I love it. And it's just the more Fisk and Daredevil interact with each other, or are interacting with the situation at hand, which is Muse, I'm just like, holy crap. Like, this is bringing them back, and I love it.
Dude, it's...
Do we want to talk about episode 4? What were the key takeaways you got from
episode 4 for me, the thing that I'm upset about myself for watching is the way I watched it was bad. I watched like the first 20 minutes and had to stop and then waited till like 2 weeks later to finish it. So I was like kind of playing a little catch up. Two things I want to bring up that I remember very vividly. The scene when Fisk is listening to the kids singing to him and he's just like it was so funny. It's such an absurd thing. And I think it's not just like a comedy scene. It really plays into like the kind of mayor he's going to become where he just like hates stupid stuff like this. Like there's just a waste of his time. And you can tell he gets like really fed up because then he has to go to the next thing and the next thing, whatever. And I think it's been really fun to watch this Kingpin who's trying to be better but still is bad. And this Kingpin is now slowly becoming more of like a tyrant.
Yep.
Someone who doesn't just want to help anymore and like maybe like fix himself. No, he's like, nah, dude, I'm about to run this whole damn city. It's mine. And then the other note I want to bring up is the conversation between Matt and Punisher, which was really good.
That was really good.
Their entire, when they're like talking about the system and how Bullseye got life, and he's like, did Foggy get life? I was like, bro.
I was like, Frank, what are you doing,
bro?
What are you doing,
I love
man?
this guy. He's so awesome.
I love Frank, but I was like, hey, chill out, my boy. Chill out. He lost somebody.
Yeah, and then he punches him in the face. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Like, it was really good. I really liked episode 4 a lot.
I just love what it's doing, man, because it's like slowly bringing these guys back. And like, it's just these little things over and over again. I'm in love with it, bro. I didn't think I'd be really into Daredevil Born Again, but I'm liking it.
I'm pretty confident Muse is gonna kill what's her face? Catherine?
Oh, you talking
the
about
girl he's dating?
Helen?
Helen?
I think her name's
I
Helen.
don't remember her name.
No, it's got to be Helen, because I literally was looking this up because I've been trying to figure out like
Heather.
Heather, my bad. I apologize. But bro, yeah, Heather Glenn. These episodes, because or before we go more into it, do you have anything else to say about episode 4?
No.
You just like it was a nice moment between Frank.
Yeah, good, solid episode. 5 a little worse because it was kind of just in a bank. That one seemed like a filler episode.
I really liked that episode.
I liked it. It was a good episode, but
and we know why. We know why. Wait. Where's episode 5 for me? Oh, there we go.
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan's dad was in it.
Yeah.
And bro, that low-key got me hyped. I was like,
I thought he was canceled. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he got canceled. The guy, the actor.
Really?
Yeah,
what
I thought
did
he
he do?
did. I thought he was like talking to little kids or something. I don't remember though. That might be wrong. Can someone like send an article or something?
I didn't know about that.
People talk about that, and I was like, "Is that true?" And then I didn't look it up.
I just loved how like, you know,
he keeps talking about his daughter. He's
yeah,
like,
and he's like dropping all these hints, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Who? What? Miss Marvel? Huh?" And like, I love how like Matt was interacting with him, and then obviously it was St. Patrick's Day. I think they just wanted to put the St. Patrick's Day episode out there, but it was leaning towards something else. But bro, the way Matt was and the way he was like manipulating these guys,
so cool.
And then like how he became, in a way, he was almost like Batman. He just went down there, he knocks out a couple of the guys, he comes back up. And that fight at the end when he messes that guy's leg up, I was like,
oh yeah, dude, that was rough.
I was like, Matt, what are you doing? I've never seen anything like that, bro. He just jumps up. I was like,
calm down, bro. It's not that deep.
I was like, you could have just kicked it or something. That looked like you just tore more than his ACL.
Yeah. Another interesting Easter egg. Yusuf, that's Kamala's dad. He says Kamala is in California.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
West Coast Avengers. That's what they're doing. So we're gonna get. Look, with the popularity of Marvel Rivals, Jeff the Shark is for sure going to become in the MCU, and he's part of the West Coast Avengers. So you're going to see Jeff. I don't know who's on that team, actually. Do you know?
I'm gonna look it up. I'm in no man's land when it comes to this next version of Marvel.
It's like, I think Kate Bishop's on there too. It's a lot of, Kate Bishop, Gwenpool, which would make sense with Jeff the Shark, Kamala. There's a big roster of them.
Wait, Gwenpool?
Yeah.
Gwenpool. Gwen Stacy is Deadpool?
No. Gwenpool is like a. How do I explain Gwenpool to you? I don't think it's Gwen Stacy. No. But Gwenpool is a character from the real world that's really into comic books that gets sucked into the MCU.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her pet is Jeff the Shark. Right? I'm not wrong on that. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know a lot about her. But I'm pretty sure that's what her origin is. She's an interesting character. I wonder if they'll end up doing that. But Gwenpool's really popular. A lot of people like her, kind of, I think. But yeah, so it's just a cool little Easter egg to see that Kamala's like doing something, because I like her a lot and I want to see her more. But yeah, episode 5. Not anything you want to say about it, like other than that?
I just love all the Easter eggs and also how Matt was in that episode. But yeah, I had fun with it and also the characters they introduced. But yeah. That's pretty much it.
Episode 6 is the one I want to talk about.
Here we go.
Episode 6 is, dude.
Here we go.
Okay. I want to start by saying one complaint. I
right.
think this season, you could argue, is biting off more than it can chew. It starts with, obviously, the White Tiger stuff, which is really good, which then leads into the corrupt cop stuff, which is pretty good. And, like, those are kind of, like, together. And then now this Muse and this Kingpin stuff. And here's my problem. I would have loved to see Muse be more of a threat.
Yeah.
Like throughout the beginning, like from the first episode. I wish there was an investigation of who this guy was.
Yeah.
Because I think there was potential to make him really, really scary, like scarier than he already is.
Mm-hmm.
Because throughout the season, they're like showing like spray paint and like art like that.
And then him carrying bodies.
Yeah, and like you know what they're teasing, but it's like I would have loved for them to pick up on that faster, and then Daredevil try and actually properly investigate that with the law and like sort of move around that, do this thing. I think maybe that wouldn't have worked, and their entire purpose was to show that like Matt's done waiting for the system to do its job and have Daredevil actually go out. But I don't know. I guess I would have liked, like, I think Muse as a character would have been really sick in the Netflix show. Yeah. Where, like, it would have been, like, this really, like, they would have done it, I think, a lot better. But one complaint where I wish he was in it more, which is basically it's a compliment. Like, he was so good. Like, again, he was so scary.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. When they're like, are you Muse? And they, like, want to take a picture. And then he, like, killed. I'm like, come on, man. They just wanted a picture.
I was about to say, they like you, bro. Why you tripping? He was just like, oh, I want your blood. I was like, damn. I thought that was cool, though. But it's just like, bro, you need to chill out, my boy.
And then Kingpin getting roped into that and being like, how are we going to deal with this? Like, his blood, whatever. It's really good. It's scary. Like, this is genuinely, like, a really cool thing, and I don't know where this is going to go. I have zero idea what he's going to do. I think he is going to kill Heather. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty confident he's going to kill Heather. Matt is going to do something that's going to completely set off Muse. Because, hey, this was one instance. He keeps doing this. He's going to figure out who this guy is. He's going to break into Matt's house. Matt's not going to be home. Kill Heather. Mm-hmm. I'm calling it.
But I just really love how, like this guy is waking them back up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
This guy is giving them, like, everything Muse is doing, especially when you learn that the paint he's using is made of people's blood. And I was like,
yeah.
What the hell? Like, what? And then, like, you find out more, and then, like, I love that they did get rid of vigilantes. Because, I mean, he had, his fights with Daredevil.
With the mask, yeah.
He don't care really about all the other vigilantes. He's just like, oh, they're ruining people. Like, they're ruining our progression, this and that. Like, he just wants to get them off the street.
You have to do it in the Wilson Fisk voice, though.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I can't do it.
Yes,
I can't do it.
You haven't tried it.
I don't know how. I want to be another part of the city. I want to.
No, you have to talk like
I don't know how to do that. Like,
the progression. These vigilantes.
That's really spot on.
They're gonna. Yeah.
I'm building a task force. Bro, that scene though, I was like looking up the characters that he's mentioning. I don't know anything about the like Daredevil comic books, but apparently this Cole North guy is part of it. You didn't pick on that. So what I was reading, because I was like, Cole North, they wouldn't mention that name, and that's a cool name. It sounds like a comic book name. Let me search that up. Cole North is apparently a guy from the Daredevil comic books who is part of the police force. I don't know if he's part of Kingpin's task force in the comic books. I don't know, but what I read was he's part of the police force, and he does not like Daredevil. And I think that's cool because, I mean, he didn't seem like he's a super big character, but he is a big part of the task force. And him and that one bad cop, they've been showing up everywhere together. And so I think that's really cool because I think he might be a bigger character in the future in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. But I just love how Kingpin right now is forming a team, and it's supposed to be an anti-vigilante task force. And then Matt, we keep hearing over and over again, he's supposed to be building a team too, but with heroes / superheroes. And they're going to be street level. And I'm just like, bro, that's for Daredevil's Born Again season 2. And I really love that because you just need to see episode 7, bro. Like, you really need to. These last 2 episodes, 8 and 9, I am so hyped for where they're going to go.
Are they dropping at the same time?
I don't think so, and I kind of want them to be dropped at different times, but if they release at the same time, I'm not going to complain, bro. Like, where it's going and what it's leading up to, especially the ending to episode 7, or leading up, like the whole episode 7, I'm just like, what is going to happen in episode 8 and 9? And they did say a hero's supposed to come in episode 9, so I'm excited.
I think it's Jessica Jones. I feel like that's a given. But
I don't think it is.
Last thing before we stop talking about Daredevil. I think arguably one of the best scenes of like Daredevil Netflix, Daredevil Disney like show is when he's fighting Muse, but also Kingpin is
Oh, and they're
killing the
editing.
guy. Yeah, because it's like they're both finally like made that switch. It's like both were trying to be better people.
Yep.
And now they're like, nah, like we're done.
We
trying
can't
to,
escape
like,
this.
Yeah.
That
I love it.
headbutt?
I love their character symmetry. It's so good because they're both the same in different ways. Where it's like they both want to use force. They both need to do things themselves. They need to go in and like make sure they control stuff, because if they don't, things are gonna get out of hand. But one's crazy, the other one less crazy. Like it's so cool. I don't know. I love their interpretation of both of them and like their relationship. It's so good. It's so good.
The editing they did and the scene, I literally was like, holy crap, they literally went nuts with this Daredevil versus Muse, Kingpin versus that affair guy. That scene where Daredevil does a headbutt, or it was either Kingpin or Daredevil does a headbutt, and it was such a seamless switch. Like he's going in, or no, yeah, it was Kingpin. He headbutts him, and then it switches to Daredevil headbutting Muse and goes back in, and they keep switching back and forth to different points of them punching.
It's so good,
bro. I was like, y'all killed it for the meaning of Born Again, like literally.
When he threw the axe at the guy, and he's like, my whole life I was used to fighting people that were stronger than me. And he like gives him the axe, and he's like, all right, now fight me. And then, bro, Adam fumbles the bag so fast. He went, yeah, and then he like missed completely. Bro, how is a man, look, not shaming, but how is a man that big? How are you missing that easily, bro?
That
like,
is true.
Why are you doing like side swipes, bro?
I was wondering about
like,
that.
Get him to the side, bro. He's wide. He's wide. Just boom. You see, I like the thing how this Fisk is also like actually getting fatter. Like that's like a thing. Remember he puts on a suit and his suit rips, and he's like, "Oh, I guess it's just not fitting."
Nah, you getting stronger, my boy. You know why too?
He's getting fat.
No, you know why.
Do I know why?
No, I'm just playing around. I
Oh,
was
I was
gonna
like-
say like he's trying to become that like the king.
Oh yeah. Like I like the Into the Spider-Verse one.
Yeah.
Kill that guy. So good.
That
But yeah.
Kingpin was cold in that movie though.
Where do you think this show will land in seasons of Daredevil if you were to rank them all? We both agree 3 is the best, right? Season 3 is
I like
easily- Three. Would you say 3 is the best season of Daredevil?
I'd say so.
Okay.
I'd say so.
Now, in comparison to 1 and 2, then where do you think this was gonna land?
It's gotta be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
because
I
I didn't like 2 that much. I did like 1 because it was an introduction to Daredevil. So I'll probably put it like either, I don't know, 2 or 3.
Above 2, under 1. So to go 3, 1, Born Again. So let's say it'd be 3, 1, 4, 2, right?
3, 1, 4, 2. I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Daredevil season 2 is pretty good. I actually think it's a little overhated. I think the hand stuff though is just not as interesting as the Punisher stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like this show is kind of running into a similar problem, but what's good is everything's really interesting. I'm worried that they're not going to like, it's becoming too unfocused where they're not going to be able to, like they focused on the Punisher stuff and then the hand stuff, and it just kind of felt like, like one is obviously way better than the other one. This show, it's like all of it's really good, but they're given a shorter runtime to make it all like work. And I think the cop stuff they're not going to finish this season.
Are you talking Task Force?
Yeah, like I think like the corrupt cop storyline, I don't think they're finishing this season. I think that's a season 2. But like I think it'll be like more faced head on season 2. That'd be my guess, but I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a whole out war in season 2, bro.
I believe it, yeah.
I think it's gonna be sticking Daredevil and his team versus Kingpin and his task force.
Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. The guy that played Iron Fist wants to come back. He said he like give me a chance, like give me a script.
All right, well, I mean, if you feel like you could do something with Iron Fist in this, I wouldn't be against it as long as your role is like kind of diminished a little bit.
Do you want them to bring back the Defenders?
I'm gonna be for real with you. I didn't even get a chance to watch Defenders.
No, but just like I know you've watched all of the shows. So like would you want to see Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, like all of them, same people again? I think
I would love to see them again, yes, but as side characters with Matt Murdock. I don't want them to get
You don't want them to be mean.
shows of their own.
Yeah, Punisher's getting a special though.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Punisher's the only person who deserves it.
Punisher's on the list of shows I'm gonna watch for sure because I need to watch it. I just haven't.
I'm on season 2, and season 1 was really good, really good. Season 2 is really good so far too. But yeah, I'm just hyped, bro. Daredevil Born Again is really good, and they actually do live up to the title of Born Again.
Yeah, I agree.
That is one reason why I'm low-key feeling like this may be 1-2.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be our annual cut. Got a lot of movie news to talk about. So we split it up, announcements, and then things that interested us at CinemaCon, because if you didn't know, CinemaCon happened. It's not open to the public, right? That's not something you can just go to. That's like a invite only.
I think it is an invite, but I went on the website and I saw that you could buy a ticket.
So maybe you can.
I think you can, but I guess it just depends on if you enjoy movies or not.
Yeah. So if you don't know, CinemaCon is basically when a bunch of the brands, Sony, Universal, Paramount, all those dudes over there, like they go and announce a bunch of movies and show off some stuff too.
Yeah.
So it was big. They announced a lot. So we split it up into announcements, things we don't really have too much to say, but we want to just kind of run through.
Yeah.
And then things that interested us. We both have our lists of things that interested us, and we're going to talk about them briefly, long, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phil, you want to hit us with the announcements for the week? Because some of them don't involve CinemaCon.
Yeah. So far, this is what I have. I mean, a couple of them do, a couple of them, but most of them do. All right. So here we go. First one we got is Coyote versus Acme is saved.
Can we talk about that one really fast?
No problem.
I don't have a lot of nostalgia for Looney Tunes. I love Tweety Bird. It's like he was my goat. That's just what I always grew up watching. But there's a guy who protests outside of Warner Bros. Every day with that. We're like, bro, send him home. Mm-hmm. Nah, the one thing I want to talk about is, do we think this movie makes money?
Oh yeah, because what's it called? What was that movie that came out before Looney Tunes?
They End of the World, right?
End of the
No
World.
one made nothing. To be fair, the difference is no one knew that movie existed.
That is true.
Like, but I don't know. I think like sometimes like
it is animated.
Us as moviegoers get behind like these like trends, and we're like, yeah, let's fight for the people. But then realistically, how many of us are gonna go spend like $14 to $28 to go watch this movie? I know I will. I probably will because I like the cast a lot.
Yeah.
But that's one of those questions. I hope
I'm gonna go
and
support
pray it makes money, but let's see. Anyways, keep going.
No problem. Kendrick Lamar's movie is delayed to March 2026. And this is why I want to tell you it. This is what they're saying the plot is for the movie. The film follows a young black man who is interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum and discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his.
I think I did read this somewhere. That's right, yeah.
I was like, what?
If it's the South Park... By the way, this movie's made by the South Park creators.
And Kendrick Lamar.
That's so awesome. But I mean, I want to focus on the South Park creators because those guys are so funny.
That's why I'm like, oh.
That's going to be great. I think that has... Is Kendrick in the movie or is he just producing?
I think he's just producing it, but he might be in it.
Okay. That's so funny.
Bro, I need to watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty...
I want to see how it goes, especially if they're the ones like writing it. Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I think they might kill it. I think they might. But yeah, that's another announcement. Jumanji 3 is happening with Jake Kasdan as the director.
Yay.
He directed Jumanji 1 and 2.
Yay.
Yeah, I like the Jumanji movies.
I never watched the second one. I watched the first one.
It was pretty good. I went with some friends. It was pretty fun. 4 Beatles films are being made for each of the members, all releasing in the same year.
How do they do it? You think they do weekly? You think they do the same day? They got to do weekly.
Do it in a month.
Dude, yeah, that would be like an event.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like music people, or just probably most people's endgame. You know, I don't think I could name a single Beatle. John Lennon?
I don't know.
Do we not know the Beatles, Phil?
I was never really like... Also, when you guys get to know me, I'm not...
Yes, I got one. John Lennon.
You got one?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Is there one named Paul?
Yeah, Paul McCartney. Let's go.
You're telling me John Lennon and Paul McCartney are Beatles? This is why I need to watch the movie, bro.
That's why you gotta watch. You don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have a lot of.
I'm not too in the music business. If y'all know me,
I respect the Beatles for what they are. I don't think I can tell you a single Beatles song.
Yeah,
we're gonna get murdered.
I'm still gonna watch the movies. It's cool.
I might.
I'll learn.
I might. I think that'd be fine. I think I might give in, but we'll see. Yeah, Beatles. They should do weekly. They're gonna make so much money though.
Because think about it, The Chosen, like that, they have theatrical releases and it's weekly.
Did you see the cast?
It's I know Barry Keoghan, Paul Mescal,
Joseph Quinn,
and I'm trying to remember the last
one. You said Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, Joseph Quinn, and who's this guy? What's
his name?
I'm trying to find it. Found it. Harris Dickinson.
Oh, that's an awesome cast right there.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really good cast. But yeah, they should release it in a month. Like,
yeah.
If they're finished and like actually done, they should do it
I think they're all filming side by side, and it'll culminate into an Avengers Endgame style movie where it's all of them together. Because it's about each of their stories individually, right? Mm-hmm. So then they meet together, and then it's the Beatles, and they do a fifth. Dude, this is gonna be peak. This is gonna be so
pretty
awesome.
Cool. I'd actually mess with that. That's a cool idea. But yeah. Next up, the live action Tangled movie is delayed indefinitely.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm actually glad it's
I like Tangled.
delayed.
But, yep.
Why
can't they? Can they cancel Moana? The live action Moana movie?
I don't think they will.
Why?
Because The Rock is attached to it.
Why? Just do it. No one's gonna watch it.
Yeah, you never know.
That movie has like insane visuals. Realistically, like it's like okay, you can do Cinderella, you can do Aladdin for the most part, dude. Moana has like insane CG scenes, and you know they're not filming a lot of it on the water. So like, dude.
I don't know how that movie's gonna go, man. Next up, Sinners is doing good after first reviews from early screenings. I'm so hyped. I already bought my ticket.
I'll buy mine. I'll go watch it by myself.
I can't wait, bro. I'm being in that theater so hyped. I'm probably gonna be like the Minecraft fans, bro.
I actually don't know if I want to watch that movie by myself. I'm gonna get scared. I know me. I'm gonna be sitting there like this.
I mean, a couple of my friends wanted to go with me, but I mean, they said it.
I'll probably ask. Yeah, I'll probably ask some of my friends and see if they want to go.
I can't wait, bro. The Bride is made, or it was shown. There was some footage shown, and I think that's pretty much it. But Christian Bale is gonna be Frankenstein. I gotta watch that.
Cool.
Christian Bale's one of my favorite actors, so I gotta see it. Dynamic Duo was shown, and it has a puppetry type of animation to it. I don't know what that means, if that's stop motion or if that's actually, I don't know, to be honest, but it's going to be a story involving Jason Todd and Nightwing. It's part of it's part of the DCU movies. If you guys don't know Robin and all that, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. And then Wicked for Good footage was shown, and the poster looks awesome. Holy crap.
Awesome. Are you excited for Wicked?
I'm very excited for Wicked for Good, bro. Everybody, I know there's a lot of people who don't like musicals, but I like the story, man. Like, yeah, if the scene's cringe or whatever, if it's actually good, like, go in, but the story's good. Story's really good, so I'm excited for that. But that is the last announcement I have.
I had one more. They already announced How to Train Your Dragon live action sequel. First one hasn't even came out yet. I think the first one comes out on my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it.
It's still a little bit of a wait in summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit of ways out.
Let me see. Comes out.
That's so crazy that
June 13th. Not my birthday, but close to my birthday.
But that's still crazy that they announced a second one already.
Dude, it seems like they're really confident. Do you think this is going to be good?
Well, they showed the movie at CinemaCon, and a lot of people. I didn't see one negative review.
Yeah, I saw people pretty. I think they're pretty confident in it being like really good. Cool. I don't remember the How to Train Your Dragon movies. Should we watch all three of them before?
I'm down, but also if you think about it, How to Train Your Dragon hasn't failed. Like the anime movies hasn't failed. DreamWorks hasn't failed
recently.
No,
Kung Fu Panda 4. That's a fail.
I still feel like people went out to go see it.
I don't think it made a lot of money. Or no, it did make a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
I don't think it
it didn't hit for us, but like
we don't talk about money though. We talk about
the story and all that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought I read 54 million. I'm like, dude, that's nothing. It made 500 million.
Yeah, that's good for an anime movie.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like DreamWorks, like you had Kung Fu Panda 4, you had Puss in Boots: The Last Wish,
Peak.
you had stinking The Wild Robot that took everyone by surprise.
Yeah, but the difference between like Kung Fu Panda 4 and those two movies you just named, those two movies are actually like great, well-written movies.
But that's what I mean. Like they've had still W's. Like I mean,
they're not like Disney where they're like making financial flops.
Exactly. Oh, my bad. But yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like they're just that confident because if they're getting those good reviews with Stinking How to Train Your Dragon over at CinemaCon, they probably gonna go crazy with Stinking.
Dude, Disney is probably like stomping their feet and crying right now. If How to Train Your Dragon is really good and makes a lot of money, they're like, what are we doing wrong?
Oh, you know what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that is low key awesome, and I'm happy for DreamWorks. If it hits, I hope it hits.
Yeah.
But I still think that a live action How to Train Your Dragon is kind of like
whatever.
That's something different.
Yeah, it's not something I want, but it's like if it's good, I guess I'll go watch it.
Yeah, and if it's testing good, by all means. But here we go, CinemaCon.
Things that interested us. Phil, can I kick it off? All right. This is the first thing I want to say. Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Woo!
Beyond the Spider-Verse is a real movie. It's not just a fever dream. It's not just something that we're going to talk about for the rest of our lives. It's something that is now tangible because it has a release date. June 4th, 2027. And not just that, but there was footage shown. It was Prowler and Miles fighting. They had Gwen and Miles talking.
Yep.
And those were the only two, right?
I believe so.
They show nothing of the spot. They show nothing of the spot. So, dude, I'm so.
I think they're trying to hide it, bro.
I'm so unbelievably hyped. I need to watch Across the Spider-Verse again.
What I'm really hyped about though is because everybody keeps talking like this. They can't just animate it and come out sooner. I'm like, guys, they are testing new things.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the other thing. They're doing new animation styles. They have new techniques.
So I was looking at the photos because I remember I'm the one who texted you, or you probably have friends that text you, but I texted you saying like, oh, Beyond the Spider-Verse has a date, this and that. But while I was texting you, I saw an image of Miles hanging on the wall, and then Prowler Miles like about to attack him, I guess. But I look closer, and I'm like, I know this is probably gonna sound stupid because maybe Miles, his universe had graffiti to it, but they're using graffiti artwork in motion.
Oh, that's cool.
Like if you look here, if you look at like this little spot right here, that's graffiti even all around.
I think the top one is a better like version of
that
it.
too. Like, look at that graffiti. They're using graffiti art in motion. You know how hard that is to do?
That's insane.
Bro, that's why, like, when people are trying to say, like, oh, how come this isn't coming out sooner, quicker, yada, 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 I'm like, guys, they are testing things. Like, I know you guys, like, they know the formula, and, like, they want to stick to that, but they are also giving you more art styles with these different universes to try to differentiate them. You know how cool that is?
Yeah.
You know how cool that is? Like, that they literally could just be like, well, Across Spider-Verse did well. We'll just keep those same 4 different art styles for all these different universes and go in. No, they're giving us more distinct different versions to show us that it's a different feel. And I respect that so much, and I love that, bro, because it's kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
It's kind of unheard of. I know there's different people that like try different like resolutions, different like IMAX, Dolby, VistaVision, this and that. But this is art styles. Like DreamWorks is doing that right now with their animated movies. They changed it, but
one movie's changing it 5-6 times is insane.
I think this is gonna be 10 times.
Dude, I really hope. For me, it's like I just kind of hope like the movie's like good. Hope they end it good because it can look great.
Yeah.
But if this movie like fumbles that ending, bro. If I'm sitting there and I'm like, what are we doing? I'm going to be upset. Because I think the only problem with taking your time is expectations build. It's like people think that the longer you take on something, realistically, the better it should be.
Yeah.
I guess that one technically makes sense, but realistically, it's not true. Because things just sometimes aren't going to hit. So my one worry will always be, crap, is this going to be good? Are we going to have the greatest Spider-Man trilogy, if not one of the greatest film trilogies ever? Hopefully.
I don't know if we're going to have greatest film trilogies ever with this. I think
I want to put it up there.
I don't know if you can.
Well, why?
Well, why should it be
Into the Spider-Verse was an Oscar-nominated film for Best Picture.
Yeah.
And people would say
not Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse.
No, Into the Spider-Verse was Best Picture. Across the Spider-Verse didn't get it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It was nominated for Best Picture, not Best Animated, because that's only the two I remember.
Let me see.
That was 2018.
But would that be the 19?
No, it was 2018. Or
no,
maybe,
but would it be the following year? It'd be because it came out in December. It's 19. Nominees. Because wasn't that the year it was like? Am I wrong?
I'm about to say.
Oh, they had Black Panther and that's right. I got it mixed up.
I was about to say they never.
Right, guys,
I would have went nuts.
All right, this is all I'm gonna say. Into the Spider-Verse is way better than Black Panther. That's all I'm saying. It's way better. It's miles better. See what I did there? Was that funny? But I don't think Across the Spider-Verse got Best Picture nominee, did it?
Cinema Sins. I'm gonna take a tally away. But what did you say?
I don't think
it was supposed to. So what happened?
We wanted to win Best. It won Best Animated. I know Into the Spider-Verse won Best Animated. Across the Spider-Verse didn't.
But it was almost nominated for Best Picture. It was close, but then the stuff that was competing with it, I guess on technicalities, they were like, yeah, we're gonna put those over it. But to me, I was like, no, Across Spider-Verse should have been in Best Picture.
Anyways,
nominated.
Needless to say, this movie is insane. Both of them. They're both like, people argue Into the Spider-Verse is a perfect movie. I like Across the Spider-Verse more.
I like Across the Spider-Verse more.
Across the Spider-Verse when it came out, people were saying this is the Empire Strikes Back of Spider-Man movies. What like higher honor could you give a movie? Like,
That's true.
Empire Strikes Back is one of the best sequels of a movie ever. Realistically, I love Empire Strikes Back. What are the best film trilogies? Lord of the Rings, Star Wars OG trilogy,
the Batman trilogy,
Batman
Star Wars
trilogy.
OG trilogy. I guess Indiana Jones, the first three.
I wouldn't say the second one,
Yeah.
but like Pirates of the Caribbean, people would argue.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like, okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't think?
You know what? I could see it up there then.
Yeah, like you don't think it'd be up? Like I think a lot of times, like when we're talking about best movies of all time, sure, like that's a way wider conversation. But when you're putting it, like you can put it, like it's like Godfather trilogy, Lord of the Rings trilogy, Star Wars trilogy, Pirates of the Caribbean. Like these are like some of the best trilogies. I can see Spider-Verse being up there. Like, why wouldn't it? You know, it's because realistically, like this movie could be middling and you could still argue for it.
I guess I'm saying like maybe just chill out on the expectations, because you never know. You could want something and it doesn't do that one little thing and you're like, nah, I didn't do this. And
but
then
that's not how I am.
Thing.
I'm not the kind of guy that's like, well, it did one thing that I don't like, so I'm gonna hate it. Those people get a life. Like I'm saying if this movie sucks, like it's just like what, like we just fumbled everything. I think it's very unlikely that's gonna happen because this movie's not set up for that. It's set up for greatness, and at worst it's gonna meet it, you know, or at worst it's gonna meet like that great spot, but it's not gonna hit the best. So I think, look, I'm really excited. I'm really excited, and I think there's potential for it to be up there for best trilogies in film ever.
I want it to.
I think a lot of anti-superhero people will be like, no, it can't be. It's not art. But
it's animated.
But like, look at the work that they're doing. Like even just from an art perspective, like how many artists can switch art styles 7 different times on one thing?
In 2 hours in the same movie.
So like a Toy Story trilogy's on here too. Like I just saying, like I think like it could be there with them, and I'm really excited for that movie.
Bro, it's gonna kill. But since we still on Spider-Man,
let's go to the next one.
Let's go to Spider-Man 4. So, some big news came out, and probably, in my opinion, the best news of the whole conference. And I'm just shook that they started it with Sony, but maybe because they didn't have too much. But Spider-Man 4 is now officially called Spider-Man Brand New Day. And man, oh man, was it a brand new day to get excited for the MCU again. Bro, how it's just so cool that we went from looking at chairs to looking at a title. And that title, if you guys don't know, I'll put it in the clip down below right here, but did you find anything interesting about the font they used for Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I saw people hyping it up and I didn't get it. What was I missing?
So pretty much what am I doing? I'm gonna pull it on my phone. The font for Spider-Man Brand New Day, yes, it has a different color than the older versions of Tom Holland Spider-Man
They
run
just
that
did
came
the red
out.
and the blue, right? Instead
The
of
red and the blue.
Is that why people were so excited?
Well, it's not just that, it's the way the font is. The font is literally like, it's more like expanded, but it also is the classic Spider-Man font, like the Spider-Man 90s type of font, which means that instantly gave me a hint that this is probably going to be street level Spider-Man, but also they're taking it back to its roots. Like they're probably going to go like all the stuff we keep hearing, like the news today or the news through the week that we were hearing that they're trying to cast an Asian actor who is 30 to 50 years old to play a villain in the Spider-Man world. I don't know. Instantly, the first name that comes to my mind, Mr. Negative.
Brand New Day being a comic book Spider-Man run with Mr. Negative as a villain. Mm-hmm. So it's probably given that it's Mr. Negative.
Wait, that's actually a comic book run? Mm-hmm. Brand New Day with Mr. Negative?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of villains in it, but yeah.
Okay, then you know what?
Confirmed. Like it's, yeah.
That sounds like it's confirmed, man. But looking at this, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. July 31st, 2026 is when this movie's coming out. But, bro, the theories keep coming at me, and people keep saying this and that. And the chameleon thing just makes more sense. And I mean, if Mr. Negative really is, like, this could really be, like, a crime boss thing that he just runs into. Mm-hmm. And he's trying to get over not being able to be around his friends, Ned, MJ, and Ned, he's coming back. Mm-hmm. Just got a confirmation about that. I'll put it down below.
Hobgoblin.
Is he?
No, I don't know.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I don't know, but that'd be cool. But just so many theories keep coming in. And I feel like the stuff we said last week, for sure, is real. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's for sure going to be happening. But I feel like there's more to it. And I feel like somebody said it. I think he's going to get the symbiote at the end.
I think he gets it in the middle.
I think he's going to get it at the end of it. Only because, like, I feel like you need to see him in his... I guess they're changing the suit again. I kind of want to see him in his new suit and then get another suit at the end. Maybe it gets all scratched up and he has to sew it back up together, showing that Tom Holland is like resourceful and stuff. But I feel like you go through him taking on these different crime bosses like Hammerhead, Chameleon, Mr. Negative, this and that. Chameleon's the one really messing with him, like if his friends or if the people he's trying to trust now are really the people that he knows, mm-hmm. He takes them down, whatever. And then you're thinking the movie's over. You're like, oh, finally, he's out of that. Next thing you know, he gets a symbiote. It attaches itself to him. And the movie ends. Going to Secret Wars, there's been a month of a gap. Like
I said this last week. I talked about this last week. That's exactly what I said.
That's what you were talking about. But I believe it now more. But you get that gap of a month. Like he's getting used to the symbiote. He gets in the Secret Wars, and everybody's like, "Hey, how you been? Wait, you seem a little different. Why are you so angry? Why are you so like a little bit more like quick to anger? This and that." And he's just going ham on these different people and these different universes. Like that's what I'm thinking. That's like a quick theory that I'm thinking with it.
I think. So what I said last week, 'cause this was my theory last week, was that he gets it in the middle, Secret Wars takes it off in 5. I think it'd be better if he got it in the middle or near the end so that we can actually see him use it before we move on to Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Just so we have an understanding. Because if he goes through that development, like that like slow anger development off camera, I'd be upset. Mm-hmm. If it's like he gets it and then it's like Secret Wars happens however many months later and he's already this angry, mad, like Peter, I'd be like, that'd bug me. So that's why I think like middle, he like starts losing himself a little bit, ends with him still using it. It's like him looking over the city with the black on, and then like cut Secret Wars, he has it, whatever, 5, he like takes it off. I would love for them to do maybe even like a Kraven Last Hunt thing where like, especially if you have Chameleon, you like maybe start introducing some more of his family stuff.
Do it for the 5th one.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. And then he can like rip it off or whatever. But then like maybe they want to like stray away from the Insomniac, because Insomniac already did it.
That's true.
But who knows? Like I'm really excited. There's so much potential here. I just hope we don't get too multiversy. Hope we don't we leave it out for the Secret Wars. And I think we are. I think this is this is obvious that we are. But you think they could be setting up a Sinister Six in this movie? Yes. Finally, you have your Mr. Negative introduced, right? And you already have Vulture and Scorpion existing. You have Shocker already existing. Like, there's breadcrumbs here. So that's 2 more people to fill out the cast.
Maybe they bring in Tom Holland's own version of Dr. Octopus.
Yes, I could see that too. I think they need a leader.
Well, imagine Giancarlo playing Dr. Octopus.
Would you
be
love
cool
that.
with that?
Yeah, I would love that. I think that'd be really cool. But I think there's potential to do a different thing and have Vulture lead the Sinister Six.
Actually...
Because I feel like from an
be
audience
pretty
perspective,
cool.
it works a lot more because we know they have history that we've seen.
Yeah.
So I think like you have Vulture, Scorpion, Shocker, Mr. Negative. Who are the two other ones? I think Rhino's a safe bet. Rhino's an easy one to use because like I don't know a lot about like his like character growth and his change and his arc. So if he ever really gets one, I feel like Rhino's just a really solid villain to have as someone you can introduce to be like, hey, you want to join our team? You know, like you don't need to have like a very strict like because a lot of the characters already will.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Negative is already gonna have a really deep like hatred towards him. Vulture, we've already know he does. Scorpion's mad that he got thrown off a boat, and then like Shocker got beat up by him. So it's like Rhino, like maybe like in the beginning of the movie, like Rhino gets beat up by Spider-Man. Right, Spider-Man. And like
That
you know,
would
it's,
actually
like,
be pretty cool.
Like it works. Like
That'd
it's
be really cool.
It's a very
because
that's
he'd be a new villain on that. Oh,
yeah, so it's like because what makes Spider-Man so good, it's like villains of the week, right?
Yeah.
Like he just fights a villain, he gets through, and it's like, all right, they're going to prison, and then like maybe they'll come back later, maybe they won't. But like if Rhino gets sent to prison and he hears about these people that are talking about trying to beat up Spider-Man, he's like, oh yeah, that guy beat me up too. I want him. I think it would work. And then for a 6, like I don't know, Electro, like their own version of Electro would be cool. You could do what's his face, Hydro Man.
I would
Yeah,
love
Hydro Man
Hydro
would be
Man,
cool.
bro. I really love Hydro Man.
Yeah, Hydro Man would be sick as like someone different. Like we don't really see too much. There's a fire guy, and I forgot his
That
name.
arc that Hydro Man had in the Spider-Man 90s cartoon, I really like. I don't know why I was so obsessed with that arc as a kid. I was like, why do I feel bad for this guy just a little bit?
The Flame, Molten Man is who I'm thinking of. Molten Man, like do like characters like that. You know, like let's get weird, let's get fun. So I would love to see a different interpretation of the Sinister Six, and you can see that I think with Vulture. Unless Vulture's led the Sinister Six in a different iteration, and I just don't know.
I also want Silver Sable in it.
Yeah, Silver Sable would be cool too. That's like a side thing. Again, like that's what's so hard about Spider-Man in movies is like there's so many moving parts. You have to like leave breadcrumbs here that'll lead into things later. It gets confusing. But I hope Tom Holland's in it for the long haul. He wants to like have like a universe thing.
Oh yeah,
and I think they want to do that too with him. So I'm in.
bro.
I'm in.
Spider-Man is in good hands. Oh my gosh.
Next up, speaking of a franchise that I think is in great hands, I want to fly through these two things together. I don't think you actually know where I'm going. John Wick 5 Ballerina. I say good hands. That was really a lie. That was just a bridge because realistically, like, I think with the over cinematic universing of John Wick makes it less interesting. You like kind of like they did the Continental show, which I heard sucked. I didn't even bother watching it. So I just get worried. But Ballerina looks awesome, and we got a John Wick 5. They haven't said if it's the last one. I think it's the last one.
It's the last
I think it's for sure the last one. I think we finally get his beef with the high table. We finally have him do bop, 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 whatever. And, like, this isn't going to end with John Wick dying. It can't end with John Wick dying. It's not because he's gone through too much. It's because the most satisfying way of ending this would be him finally retiring. Like, properly retiring.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be awesome. And then they're doing a Kane spin-off movie.
With Donnie Yen.
Awesome. Yes. That's what I want. They're doing an animated thing. Who knows? I'm just excited for John Wick, dude. They could literally do... I think Ballerina will be like the movie where it's like, let's see if there's like legs for this universe to move on outside of Keanu Reeves. So we'll see what comes out June?
Yes, I believe so. Let me check.
Regardless of when it comes out, like, it's close. It's imminent. And I hope it's good. I'm excited. I don't have too much to say on John Wick. Do you have anything like... I'm just excited. I love John Wick so much.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, pretty much John Wick 1, that intro, everybody talking about him, and the fact that this is an assassin world already got me sold on this universe. So the fact that they're expanding it, bro.
You working again, John?
Huh?
You working again, John?
Bro, that was the moment where I knew, yep, I'm in. I'm in. Because at first I was like, okay, he kills people and that's it. But then I realized this is not a normal assassin movie.
Yeah.
This is not. So I'm in love, bro. I'm in love. Just a quick announcement. We forgot to say this, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is getting a sequel, and David Fincher will be directing with, I forgot Brad Pitt's character returning, but just thought that was cool. That was insane and an incredible win for the cinema world, film world. But yeah, just a quick announcement. But last but not least in this Lionsgate part that interested me, Now You See Me 3, it just got announced and is getting a theatrical release. and it is going to be called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. But not just this being the biggest news, they just said at the same time as announcing this, they are also making and starting production on Now You See Me 4, which is nuts. Like, I don't know what's going on now. Like, we getting this and that. Like, because you just said How to Train Your Dragon and all that, and how they're getting a sequel
must be
already.
Really confident.
Now we getting Now You See Me 3, which I love the first two.
I do
and
too.
They already told us they starting on production for the fourth one. I was like, what? But I just want to say that real quick. Like,
I'm pretty hyped. I can't wait. I'm
Bruh.
definitely gonna rewatch them because I don't really think I remember them too well. But
bank
those are fun
robbing
movies.
magicians. Come on, man.
Such a fun movie. Yeah.
Come on, man. This is like Ocean's 11, but with magicians.
Another thing. I lost my doc.
On Lionsgate.
Oh, is there anything else on Lionsgate? What did I miss?
Those were the only three things that were interesting me.
No, just next thing that interested me. Let's hop to it. Hold on, I'm cutting things so I don't get confused.
You go.
All right. Let's talk about something that I don't think you care about too much, but you said you had a fun take. So I'm just going to bring it up so we can cut it off really fast. They dropped the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh.
This, I don't want to say surprisingly so, but it made a lot of money, and it was pretty popular. Some people said it was bad, some people said it was good. My take was I had a great time. FNAF 1 movie has been in talks since I was 11 years old. It was something me and my friend would talk about on the playground, like, oh, what's it going to be this, what's going to be that. It was a big deal. So, movie comes out, what, 2 years ago? Last year?
Yeah.
2 years ago. I'm an adult. I'm 18 years old. I'm a grown man. I'm like, what the heck? Like, we're finally happening. And genuinely, that was one of the funnest theater experiences of my life. Me and my friends were all laughing. We're having a good time. I don't think the movie's great or anything. I think it's like probably like a 6.
Yeah.
That's like okay. Like it's. I had a good time. I'm really hyped for the second one. I'm happy they're doubling down on like the world. They're getting a lot more animatronics. They're keeping the same characters, obviously, which I think was a given. But like, it's nice to see they're not changing. Like, they're gonna continue their story.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where it goes, and I really hope they keep making these. Like, I talk about a lot how I don't care for too many sequels. Let's just keep building the FNAF universe. It's so fun. But yeah, I'm hype.
Bro, I think it's gonna be fine too. Because also when I went to go see it, my theater experience was interesting but really fun at the same time. Because I mean, yeah, I'm an older person now, like, so I'm gonna sound like an old head with this, but there was this huge, and I mean huge, group of kids, and luckily I went to a huge theater. We sat in the front row, but there was this huge group of kids that went there, and I mean, yeah, they were rude, like. Literally through the first like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the movie, they were talking like super loud, and then so people were telling them like, shut the F up, like, don't make me come up there, and then the kids would holler back going like, what are you gonna do about it? And then, like, you know, there were some people who were trying to fight, but I still love that energy because you could tell like they were excited for the movie. But bro, like right when they like during the whole movie, every single scene, like everybody was getting hyped, everybody's reacting like the way you would react, and every like in certain aspects. I guess they stuck to a video game storyline or a book storyline or something like that.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, but everybody loved it, and then right after the movie ended, them kids I've never seen anything like it. Them kids hightailed it out of there, and it was a group of like 30 kids just running out the theater. And I was like, dang, they really didn't want to mess with that one adult. Because when I tell you there were like different adults like yelling at them to shut up, it was a lot. I thought there was going to be a fight.
It's like when I ruined that lady's theater experience for Napoleon because I couldn't stop laughing.
She's probably like, why is she laughing? This is important.
Dude, every time they had sex, I'd start laughing. I couldn't, like, out loud laughing, not to myself. Like, I was like projectile laughing. She came up to us at the end and she was like, I just want you to know, you ruined my theater experience.
She said that?
Yeah.
Like, went straight up to you?
Yeah. She walked up to me and my cousin, because it was me and my cousin. So it was me, my brother, my two cousins. It was the Thanksgiving day. And we got done with dinner. We all went. Sorry, this went to story time. We all were talking about the whole night. Like, we gotta watch Napoleon. Like my cousin, one of my cousins, a big history buff, so he likes Napoleon. Yeah. So we like, all right, let's go. Like, he's dope. Let's go watch it. Whatever. And then we were like, dude, they make him look like such a loser. Which, I mean, I think, like, I don't know how historically accurate it is if he was a loser or not.
I haven't seen it.
But, dude, he just kept having sex with his wife, and I would just start laughing. And it was like, it wasn't like. This might sound like weird, but like it wasn't even like romanticized. Like
It was like
It was just
foreskin?
funny. No, he was like num num num, and he'd go under the table, and I'm like, dude, what am I watching? And I was just laughing.
There's no way.
It was the pure like I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it at all because like the movie opens with a sick battlefield scene. They cut the queen's head off, and it's like whoa, and he's like num num num, and he goes underneath the table.
He literally says the words num num num.
Like it's something like that. It was just like it was weird. It was a weird movie, and like he just kept having sex with his wife, whatever. But then there was another scene when he's just washing his hands, but it like happens right after he like has sex with his wife, and it looks like he's jacking his weenus, bro. And I started laughing again really hard. Like it was bad. I was like crying laughing. And the lady, like we walk out the theater and we're like, that's one of the worst movies we've ever seen. Like it was so bad. And the lady comes up to me, she's like, I just want you to know you ruined our theater experience, and I'm gonna go tell the manager. My brother worked at the theater.
She's one of those?
Yeah,
my
brother worked at the theater, so it was like, okay, you could tell the manager. Like my brother and the manager were close, so they're not gonna do anything to him. And we're just like, that's so funny. Like
For laughing?
Realistic, I was being really loud. I was laughing like really hard. I was laughing so hard. Like Phil, I'm not even kidding. It was like abs hurting how hard I was laughing. I couldn't, bro. I felt bad, but it was so bad where like people in the theater were laughing too. Like I was laughing so much, it was getting other people to start like giving in and laughing. So I ruined the movie for that lady because my like hysterical laughing was making other people laugh whenever anything weird was happening.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense then.
I ruined the movie.
It's not bad though.
I'm not saying I didn't ruin the movie for her. I did. I'm an awful person. But it was the funniest thing. And it was on Thanksgiving Day too. And I was like, oh man, it's not that serious. Like,
were you like, I'm so sorry, ma'am?
No, I didn't.
You were like, hey.
I said, okay. And then she walked away. Like, what did she want me to say? I'm so sorry. The movie sucked and I couldn't stop laughing. Anyways.
I would have been like, it was a pretty funny movie. You gotta admit it.
Yeah, FNAF 2 is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine, especially with the crowd reactions. I feel like that's the number one thing. And hey, everybody was posting, going like, "Fight us a racist that." Same with the Minecraft movie. Mm-hmm. Like it just matters on crowd reactions.
Yeah. All right, Phil.
Next up. I just want to announce saying like Amazon MGM Studios, they had a lot to say, but pretty much the only thing I took from it was Project Hail Mary. It's something about space, I guess, and Ryan Gosling, but
Space and Ryan Gosling, you sold me.
That's pretty much what I took from it. Are you gonna laugh during that movie too?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, he's gonna go num num num, and then
all he's eating is space food. Oh man, that's so funny.
I need to watch Napoleon again.
Next up, Paramount Pictures, biggest one I took from it, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Woo. I know you were feeling it the most. I haven't seen the last Mission Impossible, the Death Reckoning yet.
What?
I'm gonna watch it today.
What?
I had it listed today.
Look, I'm not gonna act like I'm a massive Mission Impossible fan. I've only seen Fallout and Reckoning. I'm gonna watch all of them before because I really like those movies. It's so good, Phil. It's
Reckoning?
so good. Yeah, it was like one of those movies where one of my friends, he like watched it with his family, and he knew I wanted to watch it. But he texted me, he was like, Isaiah, can I please go watch it with you? I need to watch you watch this movie. And I did. And the whole time I'm just like, it's such a good movie. I love it a lot. I think it was like that was the year I watched like 40 movies.
Damn.
And I think it was like number 7 or 6 for me. It was so high. Right, that was 23. Yeah. All right, next up, let's go through another one.
The biggest slate.
Oh, you want to go? Okay.
Oh, what's the other one we're missing?
Okay, so
Sorry.
I think me and you are going through them differently. I'm going through like just like things I see on the thing. You're going through the actual companies.
Yeah.
There's 2 more before we go to the big people, the Walt Disney of it all. So let's go. Him by Jordan Peele. Hype. Finally. I can't wait for his movie. When does that come out? Next year?
Oh, it's because we went past that one and did Five Nights at Freddy's. Him.
Yeah, I'm jumping around. Him.
Let's do Him real quick.
Okay, I looked it up. Him is an upcoming American horror film directed by Justin Tipping, who co-wrote the film. Wait, no, this is... Oh, wait, yeah. Wait.
Are you on the right one?
This is supposed to come out this year?
Yeah. Or, no, next year, I think.
It says 25.
Him.
Is that football?
Yeah, with football.
Yeah, it's a 25. Comes out September 19th.
September 25th, right here. By Hollywood Handle.
Yeah, September 19th, 2025.
It says September 25th for me.
Okay, well, 2025 doesn't matter. It's 2025. It's 10-day difference, or 6-day difference.
Oh, it does say September 19th on the stinking flyer. Wow, what's going on?
This is not directed by Jordan Peele.
Oh, it's produced by Jordan Peele. My bad.
Peele.
Produced.
You freaking baited me.
That's
baited
crazy.
me. You baited me. But now that we're here, we're going to talk about it anyway. The premise is a young up-and-coming football player is invited to train at the isolated compound of a dynasty team's aging QB1. The legendary almost retired quarterback takes his protege on a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and pursuit of excellence at any cost. Sounds cool, but now I'm less excited knowing that it's just produced by Jordan Peele.
Yeah, wow, I missed that.
Thanks, Phil, for hurting my feelings.
Bro, wow. I apologize.
Isn't Jordan Peele's movie supposed to come out in 27 or 26?
I think it's 27.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fine. Now we can move on.
I'm still hyped then. I'm still
cool.
hyped to watch this. If he's still producing it, he could still have an effect on it, but I want him directing it.
Last thing before we go to Disney is Superman. We got a first look at Superman. Not a first look, but like an actual extended look is what they called it. An extended look at Superman.
I'm more interested to hear what you have to say about this one.
I don't have a whole lot, actually.
Really? They showed us more.
Yeah, but they just showed us more of the scene that they already show in the trailer, right? It was like him.
Yeah, but doesn't that give you more theories on what's going on and everything?
Like he got beat up. I don't know. I'm not a big theorizer anymore. At least with like stuff like that. Just like Spider-Man, I could theorize all day. Superman, I don't know a whole lot about. So it's like he's beat up. He definitely got beat up by something. Whom?
Probably Ultraman.
I don't know. Crypto shows up. I like when Crypto shows up and he's like licking it with him trying to play. And he's just like, ow, stop. Like, no, take me home. Take me home.
Bro, I thought he was crushing everything.
I really like what they're doing with Fortress of Solitude. Really cool. It's like an actual it's not like it's developing and it's like it seems like it's already very established. Like it has the robots in there, it has all this stuff.
It looked really cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Visually, yeah, the movie looks really good. I think like all the haters that were saying like, look how bad this looks, no, it looks really good. You just gotta let them cook. I'm really excited for Superman.
Yeah, one thing I was bothered by real quick was how many people were making fun of the fact that the sun was hurting Superman when he was like healing, I guess. Like they put him on that little chair and then they got the magnifying little glass thing and then they're like, you need some yellow sun, and then like they were all like, oh well, that's weird, it's not comic accurate because the sun is hurting Superman, like he shouldn't be hurting from that. And I was like, well, I mean, you guys, you know, when you get a little boo-boo or something like that, especially if your lungs are freaking hurting, whatever they put on you, unless they put you under anesthesia or something, it's gonna hurt you.
So it's like, basically it's like, yeah, you know, surgery is supposed to help you. It doesn't hurt. That's like the entire.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
I was like,
what
guys,
talking about
guys, and I feel like low key, it's like people who are just trying to hate on the movie. They hate on the movie, but I'm like, guys, it's not like
Zack Snyder would never do that.
No, if anything, it'd be a worse yell. But I was just so shook that people were hating on that scene so much. I thought it was cool. I was like, yo, he's healing. I didn't take it as, oh, he's weak to the sun. I was like, no, they literally said everything that was hurting on him. He had the collapsed lung or something like that.
Bro, if someone's stitching you up and you're like
awake for it?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, like that shouldn't hurt. It's supposed to help him. Bro, like, get a life. I'm sorry, guys.
I was just like, that just makes more sense. If it didn't hurt him, it'd be like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that just shows he's, well, not normal. He's healing from the freaking sun. I don't know. I just thought it was weird, and I wanted to mention that because I'm like, you guys, like,
people are always complaining, bro.
Yeah, because like me, I'm a Zack Snyder fan, but I think this is gonna be really cool. I'm actually now excited to see this stinking movie after watching that. At first, I was like, I'm whatever. But now, after seeing the Fortress of Solitude and the way it looked, I was like, oh, yeah, I got to see this.
All right. Anything more to say?
Nah, I'm all good.
Let's move on to Disney.
Yes, sir.
Let's start with the small one, probably the smallest one. Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
It's real. It's happening. We got an image of the fox and the bunny, the rabbit. What are their names? Judy and Fox.
No, it's some
Zootopia. It's his name Nick.
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 I thought it was Nate for some reason.
Yeah. So Judy and Nick, they're in therapy. Do you have a lot to say? I like Zootopia.
I'm trying to figure out what more it can be because I like the idea that they're in like partner therapy because maybe like they're still trying to get used to how they do different things and how like.
Do I not remember Zootopia? Do they end up being in a relationship at the end of the movie?
Oh no, they just become like actual partners. Like Nick becomes a cop with what's her name? Judy. I don't know how I forgot that again. Judy, and they pretty much they end the movie with them kind of learning from their mistakes and getting better at it. But I'm trying to remember the exact wording of it. Like, because Nick didn't really want to be a cop. Or, he wanted to, but then, like, after...
He was a con man.
Yeah, he was a con man, so he didn't really want to be a cop. But after he did everything he did to help her, like, solve the case, he became a cop of her. I don't know if it's a ride-along or if it's actual cop, but
I'm curious what this movie's going to end up being, like, what it's going to be about, like, properly. Because I think, like, Zootopia has a lot of, like, deep racial themes. Like, about, like, being, like, obviously it's very, like, against racism, as probably anything should be.
Yeah.
But, like, that's very much at the forefront of what the movie's about and how, like, stereotypes and all these things could really, like, diminish a culture and things like that. Like how, like, the fox, because a fox is a schemer, it's like he has to be a con man. That's his only option. Rabbits are small and weak, so they can't be cops. Like, things like that. So I'm curious what theme they're going to...
Predator and Prey.
Yeah, I'm curious what theme they're going to tackle because I doubt it'll be, like, that same topic, right? I feel like they kind of dealt with that. But I guess, like, you can never really you can never fix it completely. So, like, maybe they still deal with it, but then how does that movie differentiate itself from the first one?
I mean, the way they can go into it a little differently, if they're really going to be having partner therapy, maybe it could be a love story mixed with trust. It could be something about trust. Because I know in the first one it kind of had that, but it was more focused like fully on racism, like without a doubt, or stereotypes of racism. But this one could be about trusting. Can you really trust somebody? And it could be like, yo, can I trust my partner to do this? Can I trust my partner to do that? But can I also trust the people now that we have in charge of Zootopia? That's what I'm thinking with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad I don't know too much about it because that means I can go straight in the theater and just like either have Disney whack me with something again that surprises me, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched Zootopia, I did not know they were gonna take like the teach me about racism path in the most kiddish way possible. That worked. I was like, I remember finished the movie, I go downstairs, I'm like, because it was right before me and my family have our annual like Friday night movie nights, and they're like, what movie are you watching today? I go straight on Disney Plus. I'm like, watch this. And my grandmother's like, we're watching a kids movie, are you kidding me? And she watched it. She's like, why are they being racist alliance? What's going on here? I was like, yeah. And she's like, why is this hitting me hard? So if it can do that to me again with number 2 and surprise me with the theme, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the last two things. One, okay, which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Tron Ares.
Okay. All right, so the trailer today is April 5th, Saturday. The Tron Ares trailer just dropped. Me and Phil watched it. His reaction should be coming up later. I didn't feel myself watching it.
Okay.
But I watched it right now. Phil, what did you think about Tron Ares?
I think that it looks cool. Just like Tron Legacy, it looked really cool. Everything looked pretty cool. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Dude, I got that vibe too. I was like, I was gonna say, like, I was thinking about, like, how are we gonna talk about this? Like, I don't even know what.
I was like, we saw a whole bunch of pretty and cool stuff, but what is going on?
I love the red and the black. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, it's tough.
I've never seen Legacy. Actually, it's a lie. I've
Legacy?
watched 10 minutes of Legacy and then I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's not everybody's favorite, but
and not because it was boring. Me and my friends, we watched it on our Disney World trip for high school. It was like our senior trip, and we were all like in the room, we're watching it, and we were like, "Doug, we're all so tired. Let's just go to bed." So I'm gonna watch them. There's 2, right? Because there's Tron and then Tron Legacy.
Yeah, the original and then the revive.
Yeah, I'll probably watch both, but I don't really know what's going on. Jared Leto's in it. He's there.
I think he actually looks really cool.
He does look cool. I don't hate Jared Leto. I think too many people get the misconception because, like,
Morbius.
Morbius really killed him, like, as an actor. But he's not a bad actor.
He's a good actor.
He's really good in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
He's
really good in American Psycho.
And so, like, I don't think he's a bad actor. I just, like, Jared Leto's in it. Let's see how that's going to be. I just don't, I don't have a whole lot to say on it. It looks cool. You're right.
Joker. His Joker, people hate him.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, that was rough. Actually, no, but then Zack Snyder kind of saved it. I'm not going to
lie.
Oh,
yeah. And, ZSJO.
Yeah, at the end.
That was
really
cold.
Cool. That was really sick. That conversation is so good. That is one. Okay, let's go back to my Batman. Like, dude, that's up there for one of the best back and forths with the Batman villain.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that, and then Christian Bale and Heath Ledger's back and forth in the crime, in the interrogation room.
Yeah.
They're both so good. I think the interrogation scene's better. I think just like that one hits a lot harder.
Well, because there was more meaning to that. Yeah, and it was also showing us the theme of the movie a little bit better.
But if we're just talking from a conversation perspective, oh my gosh, dude. Joker cooked Batman. But
oh man, I need to watch that whole scene again.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot to say on it. Music's good, visually it looks good. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I think the only hints we have, because I mean, I read the stinking thing that for the DisneyCon or whatever Disney Expo that they had talking about it. So what I know is pretty much like Jared Leto. I think he's playing an AI or something like that. He's going into the world, and they didn't say. I don't remember if he's a villain or antagonist of the movie, but he's pretty much in the new world and learning something. I don't know what, but all the other characters didn't say anything else about her, and I'm kind of annoyed about that. Whoa, wait, what?
Huh.
I think am I tripping? Did the Ironheart trailer drop another time ago?
No.
Because I just saw something about Ironheart right here.
I'm on Twitter.
Did it drop?
On a Saturday.
Literally on IMDb, I just saw an Ironheart spoof.
I think they dropped like footage of it a while ago.
Did the trailer just drop?
Is this real? 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 Oh, they did a while ago. I forgot about this.
Is it an actual
trailer? Yeah, it was
trailer?
at D23. Yeah, they did this a while ago. This is like months ago.
But it's a trailer, right?
I think it was like a teaser, right?
Oh, it's a new look. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
I thought some big news just came out. But either way, with Tron Reese, it looks cool. They're in the real world, which is probably going to be cool. But I don't know. Am I too weird or too annoying to say I want it to be in the grid again?
No. I think that's where it should be.
I mean, I don't mind them being in the real world, but I mean...
that's just more interesting than like if they were just in the real world, right?
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be like...
But is it like that cross? Because what, in Legacy, it's more like grid.
Yeah.
Like they're separate, and now it's like they're kind of colliding.
Yeah. So I guess the person figured out how to actually go through the bridge.
Do you think it's going to be good?
I can't even tell you. The trailer didn't show me too much. All I heard was, I'm trying to find something. And then Flynn just saying, like, basically, welcome back or something like that. And then you see the body get undressed, which was pretty cool. Because I was like, wait, they can bring people back? Or is this the AI being constructed?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I am excited for Tron Ares. I am a fan of the Tron world. I think it's cool. But I don't know. My expectations, I'm not going to have them high because I don't know what there's going on.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Mm-hmm. We have 9 minutes or 8 minutes to talk about the final thing that interested us at CinemaCon. Phil! Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, comes out what day?
I think it was December 19th.
Of this year?
2026.
Six?
Or 2025.
No, it's got to be this year.
2025. My bad, y'all. I'm tripping today.
Yeah, 25.
There's been so much information. I've been trying to keep it together, but...
December 19th, 2025. Phil, what do you think about Avatar Fire and Ash? I just saw a fan-made, like, AI trailer. And I see an image of it. And it's like, they're instead of blue, they're red. And I think it's funny.
Oh, gosh, man. Like, I think that Avatar Fire and Ash is going to hit super hard. Like, everything I keep hearing about it, the fact that Jake Sun is now going to be the narrator for the third one, which gives us a little hint what may happen. The fact that the Ash people are the antagonists and the clear antagonists and probably the villains of the story alongside the humans. It's not like they're working with the humans. They're going to be alongside the humans causing some mischief. Now we got some Na'vi. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They're Na'vi who apparently were shunned by the Na'vi. And they live in volcanoes. That is so tough. They live in freaking volcanoes.
I feel like they're gonna be very aggressive group of people because you know like the Na'vi are very like peaceful. They're more of a peaceful type of people. I can see these people very like sacrifices, like stuff like that.
Bro, they're going to be like super evil and super bad, bro. But also there was a thing saying by discussing film, the first footage from Avatar Fire and Ash shown at CinemaCon shows the kids meeting the Wind Traders. These are like peaceful people, peaceful Na'vi that don't really do anything. They're just like peaceful and in their own world.
Yeah.
And then who travel through the air. They are then attacked by the ash people who live around volcanoes. So yeah, they're going to be causing some problems in this stinking movie. But I low-key, one of my gripes with it is a little bit, I wish there was a small little hint in Avatar: The Way of Water. Like them talking about the ash people saying like, don't go on that side of the island or something like that. To like show us that there was another danger. Because now it's kind of like, okay, now we're going to get these people and we didn't even get a hint that there was something like that. Because they said they're Na'vi. Like they were part of the Na'vi. But like now they're away and in their own like secluded volcano island. And it's kind of like I wish I kind of knew that, like a little hint.
When we get to Avatar 7, can't wait for them to finally go back to Earth. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, they did say they're going back to Earth because the third one is them like establishing Pandora like fully, and then the fourth one is them going to Pandora to see why the heck humans are so badly trying to go to Pandora. And the fifth one is, I think it's going to be a mixture of like Earth and Pandora and like going back and forth in this huge story.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I'm gonna try to find the bios for that and post it or show it below. But that's why I'm excited for Avatar, bro. I'm really excited.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's a lot of movie stuff happening, dude. It's gonna be big. A lot of stuff to watch, things to see, people to meet. That's why you come here.
Yeah. Did you want to add anything?
I have nothing. No, honestly, Avatar Fire and Ash, I'm really excited for, but that's kind of about it. I think I wanted you to like spit because I don't really have a, like I'm not a big Avatar guy, but I like Avatar a lot. Avatar, yeah.
Like I think we keep going in and saying everything we. Oh yeah, shoot, they're fighting on rocks floating in the air. There's some crazy scene where Jake's fighting like the ash people on these like big rocks, and it looks incredible from what I heard. But it's in 3D, and I'm definitely watching it in 4D.
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it in 4D.
The thing hurts my eyes, bro. I can't.
It's worth it. But if you don't have anything else to add,
nope, nothing.
Well, that was the Film Podcast, y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and add us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to stay safe, and peace, y'all. Peace.